And then we got Hamas Shiraz.
Upset.
Which
It's basically 50-50 at the most.
Upset.
Which one's the upset though? And then damn, you cut me off, and I forgot the kid's name because you cut me.
Hamza Shiraz.
No, the other kid.
Edgar Berlanga.
Edgar Berlanga.
You know his name.
Yeah, but he cut me off. I'm like,
my bad.
You scared it out. Which one's the upset, Antt?
I mean, Edgar Berlanga is the name, right?
Right.
So,
ooh.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to my man.
Yeah, you moving on my frequency.
But yeah, I feel Edgar Berlanga is the name. It's just my man, dude. He literally living off of going 12 with Canelo.
Yeah.
Just like I hate when people do that.
I did not like what I did, the stuff that I seen. I'm like, come on, man.
Yo, when I went 12 with Canelo,
I'm like, come on,
I was telling Sean, you gotta understand. I was telling him, you a bitch.
I don't know how you do that.
I told
man.
him, yo, no,
I
told
don't know
Canelo.
how you do that.
That's why he don't want the rematch.
I don't know how you do that, man.
And that could have been his peak of his career. I don't even know where's the hunger at anymore. I look at the kid, I don't see the hunger, but you could have something that I don't know, bro.
Did we see hunger before the fight with Canelo?
I'll say this about the fight. I remember I came on here and I said he did better than Callum Smith and Jermell Charlo, but it was only a step or two. I'll say this: he didn't do as good as he thinks he did against Canelo.
Okay, that's perfect.
But he did better than I originally said he did. I'll give him that. I went back and watched that fight. Underrated performance by Canelo in retrospect, but Berlanga fought pretty decent after the knockdown.
Even though he didn't make it to the end, Caleb Plant fought better than Berlanga. I know you say you can't fight to bum. He didn't fight better than Berlanga?
We're splitting hairs over here.
No. I personally think Caleb Plant fought better than Berlanga.
I agree.
He was winning.
I agree.
He was winning the fight early on.
So listen, because what you gonna get, and now I'm gonna get it because I agree with you. You gonna get everybody say, well, he got knocked out by Canelo, and he was talking shit right before he got knocked out by Canelo. Yeah, you 100% right. But he came in following his own script, doing what he was supposed to do.
He fights like that anyways. He boxes anyways.
He did what he was supposed to do to win the fight, and Canelo did what a great fighter is supposed to do, eventually caught up to him. Edgar Berlanga did not come into the ring and do what he was supposed to do.
He was happy for the moment.
He didn't even follow the script. The script was supposed to be make this fight competitive and entertaining, and it wasn't competitive nor entertaining until the last round, or was it the last 2 rounds?
Yeah. Three or so.
Yeah. So when that's a valid statement. I have to agree with that. I think that Caleb Plant did better than Edgar Berlanga, at the beginning, as that fight carried on. Obviously, we, get a little bit of a flip there, but to the point. And then, and I want to do this real quick. Hamza, I said Hamas, my fault. Hamza Shiraz. I think Hamza is going to win as well. Yeah. I think he's going to outbox Edgar Berlanga. I think that he is strong,
bad matchup,
and a good boxer. I think he's going to style and profile on the kid. And it's a bad matchup for Edgar Berlanga.
Bad matchup for Edgar. Anybody else? Yes.
Go ahead, Sean.
No, go ahead, Sean.
Yeah,
he don't agree with us.
Where was Michael born?
Hey.
Where was Michael born?
You know him. Hey.
We live in Brooklyn, baby.
You're not doing that.
That's not why I'm picking him. No, I'm not. But since I am picking him, we might as well mention we live in Brooklyn, baby. But shout out to Roy Ayers. I got Berlanga. I think, well, first of all, Shiraz has a huge opportunity in front of him. What Turkey wants to do is obvious. He wants Shiraz to win this fight and to host in Saudi a fight between an Arab descent fighter, and Shiraz is Pakistan, has Pakistan descent. And
I see why he's picking him.
No. What do you mean? No, it got nothing to do with that. No, I'm saying for Shiraz is a huge opportunity because what Turkey probably wants to do, in all likelihood, what he does want to do, what he's been vocal about, to put a fight in Saudi of a fighter of Arab descent against the face of boxing, Canelo. If he could get past Crawford and Shiraz could get past Berlanga, would be a moment, right? To have, you know what I mean? That'd be a moment and a huge opportunity for Shiraz. Problem is, I got Berlanga. I think it's funny. Sometimes skills pay the bills, right? But physical strength is a thing in boxing too. Punching power is a thing in boxing too. And I think that's the difference in this fight. And for Berlanga, I think, what is it, Sean?
Berlanga, respectfully, I'm saying this, I have yet to see him. I've yet to see you, because I know this is gonna get back to him. I've yet to see him. I've yet to see you set up that power that you have.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
But if he connects,
but but there has to be a setup against this dude right here from England who is a boxer's boxer. Yo. And you don't know how to set nothing up?
hey, Deontay Wilder didn't know how to set nothing up, and he knocked Tyson Fury down a couple times.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he was in front of a guy who's as good as it gets in the game right now, moving your head, coming forward, applying pressure, and Canelo.
This guy's a mover, right?
Shiraz, he is. But at 6'3" with that tall frame, he's not gliding around the ring. He's threatening with the jab and the right hand and keeping you outside. And if you get greedy and he'll run you into some shit. And he's sharp on the outside.
Edgar's been down.
Yeah, and against Cáceres and Canelo and other guys, even like Steve Rolls, who was past his prime and is really a middleweight, gave him. Trust me, I hesitate a little bit to pick Berlanga because I'm relying on this guy who sometimes acts like a punk, like at the press conference, putting the gun in Shiraz's face. It's funny, I get it. He's from Brooklyn, I get it, okay, but it's still some of it reeks of street punk shit, right? But obviously he's not, because no street punk can get as far as he's gotten fighting at this top level in the game. But I'm just saying, some of that energy, you go, can I trust that character in the ring to cut the distance, like Sean's talking about, to set it up, to move his head, to not just, because if Berlanga just languishes with a high guard on the outside, it's Shiraz's fight. Shiraz is sharp on the outside, but Shiraz is coming up from 160, and one reason I'm picking Berlanga too is he dropped the ball against Adames down the stretch. He had the WBC middleweight title. The promoter wants you to win. This was set up for you to become middleweight champion. And I'll borrow. Here's what a Hall of Fame boxer told me about Shiraz down the stretch of that Adames fight. He said he pissed on his leg. Okay, he didn't, you know what I mean? He had it there. And how did Adames do? Adames is smaller and older than Edgar Berlanga. Berlanga's a big Boricua boy at 68. But the thing is, Adames moved his head. Adames had effort and consistency. And I don't know if I can rely on that for Edgar. But I do think I think Shiraz having his first fight at 168. Yeah, he's one of those tall guys that gets wiry power at the end of his shots. But I think the physical strength, as long as Berlanga can cut the distance a little bit, step to him and cut that gap a little bit, I think Shiraz might keep his hands in his pocket like he did against Adames. And I think the power and the strength difference and advantage for Berlanga could be, it's up to Berlanga to make that strength and power count, though. He's got to close the gap. If he languishes on the outside with a high guard, then Shiraz is going to win the fight. But I'm trusting Edgar to bring some heat on that front foot, close that gap, and win this fight by stoppage.
Real quick, got a couple of super chats from Free Smoke. He said he ran from Edwin and he ain't stopped Artem. He said barely stopped an electrician with no camp or power on and fought on.
Right. So what makes everyone think he's going to stop Zepeda? Because everyone thinks he's going to stop Zepeda.
Funny you said, because this dude finished but he going to stop Zepeda.
Right. So no, I get it's an interesting. I see it. I know boxing. I get it. Shakur is so sharp and precise in the pocket that he could eat him alive. Zepeda's there to be hit, but Zepeda he gives you. He puts his shoulder in you in the pocket. He does throw his jab to set up. He's going body and head, changing levels. He just went 24-round slickster. And I watched Shakur's last fight on tape against Padley yesterday. In the first 4 or 5 rounds, he's still only throwing about 20 punches around. So we're supposed to believe with this bigger Mexican dude throwing all this smoke, Shakur's just going to stop him, huh? And I don't know. I don't know.
Free Smoke also said Shakur fought 2 champs, 3 if you count Conceição. Conceição's gift. Excuse me. We don't care about sparring. We have never seen a farmer would be the best name on Shakur's resume. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what I know, man. You get to a point where the resume don't matter.
Right.
What matter is who's in front of you. What y'all don't understand about the resume is a lot of promoters, a lot of managers, a lot of even advisors. It happened for me. You're put in the ring with tests and people who can kind of help you build your record, and you can also get the experience at the same time, stuff like that. So the resume is actually supposed to start being built now. That thing wasn't supposed to be built 2 years ago for Shakur Stevenson. Depending on what promoter you're with and what the program is, for a top ranked kind of program, that resume is supposed to be being built now and maybe last year. So we're supposed to see name after name. He's supposed to step up to every challenge and do what he's supposed to do.